of the Lord is a strong tower. Yeah. And the righteous run in and they are saved. Oh, say the name of the Lord is a strong tower. Yeah. And the righteous run in and they are saved. Jesus is the name. Jesus is the name. Yeah. Jesus is the name. Jesus is the name. The righteous run in and they are saved. Cause the name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous run in and they are saved in that name. Cause the name of the Lord is a strong tower. Jesus is the name. 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 There is only one man who can connect man to God. Religion cannot do it. Religion cannot connect man to God, because God was never in a religion with man at all. God was never in a religion with man. Man was initially in a relationship with God, and it is that relationship that he lost and that he's searching for. Because when I speak of connecting to God, I am speaking of establishing a relationship, finding that relationship again that man originally had. And that connection cannot be established by religion, by belief system or belief systems that man has come up with in order to connect to God. They cannot do it. So God had to make a way for man to connect to him, because even God himself has been desiring that connection with man, because he knew that it is only he who can help us find that connection again. He knew. So he sent his son. He sent his son. He made a way. All our religious ceremonies, all our religious institutions could not do it. There was only one way, and it was through his son, who himself is God, yet had to take the form of man so that he can reconcile us to God. I'm here to tell you the good news, that that relationship that you've been desiring with God, that you tried to establish through religious ceremonies and all kinds of beliefs that put the name of God there, or claim to have a connection, a true connection with God, yet they don't. They don't, because it is clear, the scripture that I quoted, it says there is only one mediator. There is only one who can connect man with God, and his name is Jesus. See, Jesus is not all about religion. Some people think that Jesus is is an ambassador for religion, or Jesus came to pioneer a new religion. Jesus is not all about religion at all, because when God created man, there was no religion. All that man had was a relationship with God in a kingdom, and that kingdom was God's kingdom. But the primary thing that defined the connection of man with God was relationship. They were in a relationship. And let me tell you, my brother or my sister, you will never be fulfilled. You will never find peace. You will never find fulfillment. You will never know what it means to be content. You know, this relationship surpasses anything that you could ever have. I don't care what you could achieve. It can't substitute. That is why when people have found this relationship, when people have found that connection with God through Jesus Christ, at some point they might not have everything that they need in this life, but they will be content. They will be fulfilled and secured. That relationship gives you security in this life and in the life to come. Your eternal destiny is secured. That relationship gives you identity. You know, people try to define themselves by their achievements, and I am not against achievements. I am for achievements, and I believe that it is a good thing to achieve goals, achieve visions. I believe that each and every one of us here were born for a purpose, and that purpose involves achieving. However, that is not the primary thing. The primary thing, or what comes first, is a relationship, and nothing can substitute that relationship. Nothing. There is no amount of money, no amount of riches that can ever fill that void, except a relationship with your Creator. And when you have reconciled with Him, you find your identity there. You will not find your identity in what you have, because you will still leave it here, or it can still be lost. You cannot find identity from the amount of money and riches that you possess. Jesus said one thing. He said that life doesn't consist of the abundance of things that man has. Not that it's wrong to have those things, it's good. However, Jesus was making it clear. He was setting the record straight that no matter what you have, without a relationship with God and finding yourself in that relationship, and then purpose, life would forever be an empty void for you. Life would forever be meaningless to you, because you have lost contact with your Creator. You have lost contact with the one from whence you came from. Last week I made an example using the fish. I said the fish's reality is in the water. The fish's life is in the water. Take the fish out of the water, the fish ceases to have life. Take the fish out of the water, the fish dies. Why? Because the fish came from the water. God spoke to the water spoke the fish into existence from the water, but the source that brought about the fish was the water. God spoke to the water. But when God created man, he spoke to himself. Now, men can never find fulfillment unless they reconcile with God. And God has made a way. He is not asking you to be religious. God is not asking for religious ceremonies. He is not asking for any of that. He is asking for a relationship. He's saying, would you come to me? Because I have made a way. Drop all your works. Some people, they think that they could be accepted or find connection with God by their good works. No. Your good works, all of your religious good works, and all of your works of compassion will be rewarded in this life. And thank you for that. However, they can never give you a relationship with God. You see, it's not even about first and foremost